Hi guys, I wanted to do an updated evening after school routine with clubs and everything that goes along with having two kids in primary school. So it's 2:45 p.m, it's time to go and get them from school, and when they come home they're always so hungry, so the first thing they reached for were these mixed nuts, so they're going to have some of them before it's time to get ready. Charlie's been so good at getting organised after school and popping his clothes in the basket. It's just like a nice little chore for him to do. And then Ella's got to get ready for dancing. She's got a competition at the weekend, so this is a really important practice to get to, and I wanted to test out our new eyeshadow to see its wearability. So she's going to pop that on and see how it lasts at practice. But when she's there, Charlie and I will go over and pay a visit to my mum and catch up with her, have a cup of tea and also a bit of birthday cake because it was my dad's birthday at the weekend. Then when we headed home after a lovely visit, just in good timing, our HelloFresh order had arrived just on our doorstep, so we don't even need to be home for it. I just love getting my HelloFresh delivery because dinner's solved and I don't have to do any meal prep, I don't need to shop for any ingredients, and everything is portioned in the exact amounts that you need, which really cuts down on our family's food waste. On the menu this week we've got creamy chicken and peppercorn sauce, spicy Cajun pasta, and also creamy chicken and mushroom pie, which are all ones that we've never tried before, and I love giving the kids variable dinners so that they can try a whole variety of different meals. But I just love how HelloFresh comes in the exact portions that you need, so I can pop it away quickly and spend more time doing the fun stuff outside with the kids, like playing football with Charlie, knowing that dinner is sorted later on. Not too long ago we got rid of the kids' climbing frame because they just weren't really using it, and we put up these goals for Charlie and he absolutely loves it. He usually plays around here for hours each night, just kicking the ball and perfecting his little techniques and celebrating his wins. Ella just bounces away in the trampoline, practicing all of her flips. I can't do them, but I can kick a ball, so I'm going to just go ahead and play with Charlie for a little while, and also Maggie wants to get involved. But it's on the moments like this where the kids just want you to show up, even for 10 minutes, just playing with them, that I feel like it's just really nice to spend time with them when they've come in from school before I have to start the hustle and bustle of the evening. The kids are happy and content playing. It's time for me to go and make their dinner, and this recipe card has a 38 on it, which means I need to go and get bag 38 from the fridge, and I always keep all the ingredients in the bag until I actually need to pull them out and get started, because it just makes it so much easier, and everything is, as I said, proportioned in the exact amounts that you need. You will see that we actually buy a 4-person meal order. The reason why I do this is because the kids generally split a portion. They take a portion each, and then the one that's remaining we usually put away for lunch the next day. So not only am I getting dinner sorted, but I'm also taking care of tomorrow's lunch as well, which is just really good for staying organised. I just love how flexible HelloFresh is. There are new recipes every week, so you can try something different and experiment a little, and also there are amazing offers to be had, like this one that I have here, where you can get 60% off your first box, then 25% off your next 8 boxes. This is actually valid for new customers and previous customers that have cancelled their subscription within the last 8 months. Huge saving to be had, so click the link in my description box and use the code AMR60 to get yours today. After dinner we spotted a little deer in the backfield, which was nice to watch before I then went and started on the cleaning for the evening. The kids got some extra time to go and play outside and blow off some steam before bath time, but I had to get on with doing some washing, so I'm just going to go ahead and wash all the dishes and pop them in the dishwasher. One of my best tips is to make sure you empty your dishwasher every morning, so that by the evening you can just start reloading it, and it means that you can pop that on at night time and then empty it again the next morning. It just keeps that cycle of dirty dishes constantly turning over, and it means that you don't have dirty dishes that are sitting in your sink all day. I'm going to go ahead and clean down my hob. I'm using this brand new Purdy and Fig spray, which I absolutely love. I think it smells amazing. It's all natural, and the cloth for it as well, you'll see, is really good at polishing up the stainless steel, which is quite a difficult task, I think, but this makes it way easier. So I'm going to wash that and then also clean down the sides of where I've been preparing the meal, and also where the kids had been eating just before we went out to clubs tonight. So usually this is the part of the day where I just try to get everything back in order, have the kitchen feeling clear and tidy, because in my head it's like tidy house, tidy mind, especially with kids. I feel like things can really get on top of you, but if you keep on top of the little jobs often rather than having huge big cleaning days, I just think it makes everything feel way more manageable. And I know that with people having busy lives with children, you don't always have a lot of time. I feel like my life's quite time precious, especially with the kind of running about with kids with their clubs and with school and with work, and it's always a juggle. But just doing little jobs often, like cleaning down the sink, like putting on my washing, it just makes a big difference to the overall running of the day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, make sure everything is back in its place again so that I can go upstairs and get the bath sorted for the kids. Now, they'd been playing outside in the garden. I just thought a bath tonight would actually be lovely, so I've popped in this Snuffle Babe bath scent. It's actually gorgeous. It's bubble bath, but it's also a sort of menthol, but it really sends them off to sleep. So while that bath's running, I'll go into Charlie's room and just sort out any little bits that are in the wrong place. So putting the wrestlers back in the bag, putting clothes away that were out, and then also just closing over his blinds and pulling down his bed so that it's ready for the night. Also just going to pop out his pyjamas and any of his medication. As you guys know, Charlie has asthma and he has a bit of eczema. We're kind of keeping that under control with moisturiser, so he's got a whole big after bed routine we need to follow. And again, the same with Ella's room. I'm taking all her display pillows off her bed, getting it organised, turning it down and putting out some pyjamas for her as well. And at that point the bath is ready and it looks really inviting and bubbly, so the kids are getting bathed. And after Charlie's bath, Ella goes in and gives herself a wash, and I get his cream on and also do all of the inhalers and his antihistamine and his nose spray and all the wee bits and bobs we have to do to keep Charlie healthy and get him looking and feeling good for the next day. While Charlie's brushing his teeth, I'll go and check on Ella and make sure she's okay and get her out the bath and dried and into her pyjamas. And then I'm going to pick the book with Charlie. He had Pinocchio tonight, and we just sat and had a little chat before we started reading his book. He really enjoys just cuddling in and listening, and also I think it's quite nice sometimes, even though we do like to read together, but to give each of them a bit of time at night, literally just 10 minutes each, really makes a difference for how close I feel with them as well. So it's actually lovely to give them a little bit of one-to-one time before bed. So Charlie was really interested in this story, and as you can see, he gets more and more relaxed the longer we read it. He just looks like he's totally ready to go to sleep, and he really enjoyed the story and looking back and forward at the pictures of Pinocchio when he was a wooden boy and when he was a real boy. But then it was time to get him tucked in, and I'm getting my orders to get all his lovely little plushies to cuddle in with. I'm surprised he's got any room in the bed for him because there's so many of them, but he wants to get them all to lie beside him, which is just really sweet. So I'm tucking him in with Foxy and Boxy and Thick Foxy and all the ones that he loves, and Rocky from Lanky Box. This is all his favourites at the moment. So it's time for a little kiss, and then it is time for lights out, and I'm going to go ahead and see how Ella's getting on in her room. Ella's already picked her story. She wants to read The Little Mermaid. These are the same stories. I think I got them from Matalan, but she just loves reading, and it's really nice to sit and watch how much she's progressed in the last couple of years since starting school. The words that I think that would be quite tricky for her, and she's coping really well with them, so I like to just listen on and see how she's getting on. But I also try and encourage her to read independently without me there. So for the last half of the book, I've given her her big reading pillow, which is fantastic. She got these from my mum for Christmas. Both of them have one each, and she's popped herself up to read the rest of her story, and then she's got the responsibility of turning her own lights out while I go and catch up and do some work. I find that I work best in the evening. I think it's the lack of time limit and the fact I know I can just keep working through until the wee hours if I need to, but I just want to get some things sorted for Instagram and for TikTok and YouTube, so I'm going to get that done just now, and also send a few messages and emails that I need to get done. So I find doing this in the evening really productive, and it's a really good time for me. But it is quite late, so I'm going to go downstairs and just sort downstairs in the living room and also in the kitchen. I don't like to leave today's mess and make it tomorrow's problem, because it's just a really negative way to start the day. So at least if I can get things like the living room sorted, maybe even hoover sometimes. I already hoover today though, and also make sure that the kitchen is clear and tidy, leave out the kids' clothes for school the next day on the banister. It just makes everything so much more smooth in the morning. And I didn't get a lot of time kind of recreationally to myself this evening, but I did go out for lunch with my friends today, so I kind of feel like I got to do the fun stuff during the day, and at night time it was the work. So it's time to take off the day and remove my makeup. I'm just going to use this Clinique cleanser. It's really lovely because it goes from being quite thick and sort of like solid, but as soon as it hits your face and the warmth of your skin melts it, it goes into an oil, and it's great for taking off mascara. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of my panda eyes and do my skincare routine. I'm using my Skin and Me Daily Doser as well, which I absolutely love, and I'm also using the Elemis Apricot Soothing Toner. I think this is lovely for at night time, and there's a lovely scent off it. And it's time to brush my teeth, get my pyjamas on and jump into bed. But guys, remember, if you want to have a bit more convenience in your life, then definitely ordering HelloFresh will help you get there. Hope you enjoyed seeing our evening routine, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.